All right, all right. Good morning, Magson and Kuru and passenger. How's it going? How's it going? Let's see how this camera works. Right way? Yes, it's mirrored. Okay. Whew. Hey, Holmes. Good morning. What a weekend. I finally sorted my passport out, so I'm good to go. Oh, I don't have it yet, but it seems to have accepted. Good morning, Aski. Yeah, I flipped the camera that way. Makes more sense. You know, like I'm painting. Why am I looking out, like looking out of the frame? That makes no sense. Um, yeah, so I need to do the art station challenge again. Um, so I'm gonna be doing that. Tut, 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 tut. So this weekend was cool. I met my brother, hung out with him, did loads and loads of marker sketches. Super fun. Right, so I was thinking for this villain, I have yet one more no, actually two more villains, right? I have the Fire Knight, I have the Wizard. Yeah, I have to have two more villains. I want to do the villains first. It's going to be a separate challenge to do the heroes. So I was thinking something physical. So I was thinking that this villain has, I don't know. I had this idea of warping the body to an extent where it's not really a body anymore, and I was thinking, like how to do that. And one way that came to my mind was if the ring, the whole idea about me and rings for these villains is that it's the center of their power, right? So I was thinking, what would be cool is if the ring had fused with her body, so that the ring is like an empty hole, right? Hey, Irish Nonsense, good morning. Hey, dear Bard. So I was thinking, like she has like a ball or like a pouch of her body, right? So we should see the spine, we should see like ribs all expanded out. It should look funky, like it's a woman, I was thinking, because so far it's been two men and one woman. So I was thinking, or female ish. So I was thinking that should be like tentacles coming out of the circle. So in the circle, it's full of like funky black tentacles, looking, like it's plagued and festered, and there's like a pouch. And my idea was that like when she attacks, or when you face her, obviously she's a villain. That she kind of pushes everything out of the pouch, so she almost becomes inverted. But so everything is centered around that ring of power. I think that would be pretty messed up. So that was the idea I wanted to try to chase, to see like what it could look like. But I think I need to make the tentacles way more expressive. Like the centerpiece of who she is. Hey, Luminous Boy Studio and Rogue 13 Polycamp. Thanks for the auto host. Oh yeah. Right, so I was thinking that would be pretty screwed up, seeing this woman or this human with a pouch kind of on the back and tentacles coming out of the ring. That would be definitely messed up. And I can't wait for the doing the heroes. I think the heroes will be cool. And I was thinking with the heroes, we should try. I should try to we should do some themes, so that you guys can suggest the themes. Because I want to have the heroes more unique, so they're not following a theme. Compared to the villains, like all the villains have the circles, right? The circles of power. But I want the heroes to be just kind of heroes, and anything goes, really. Obviously not robotic. But if there's a theme of or a topic from you guys about robotics, I will try to merge it into a fantasy world, so that it becomes, made out of wood and metal and cogs and things, rather than power cells and plasma. Yeah, Kuro. It's a screwed up octopus human. I was thinking that would be pretty cool. So I want to kind of give her some cool behavior as well. Like, she should feel. Currently, she's not feeling very nimble, but in a way, I want her to be. I mean, obviously, she can't be Spider-Man, right? Jumping around, because she has this pouch to deal with, right? So maybe she's more of like a tank. Maybe she should be fat. Or is it the fact she's skinny with a huge... Oh yeah, she needs to be skinny with a huge pouch, so it becomes contrast. I want her to have corrupted arms, though, like, so they're way, way longer. Or maybe even... could be that, like, she has... I don't know. Let's think back about the other villains. There's the tortured guy, the giant. Oh no, this is the last villain. This is the last villain. Awesome. So tomorrow it'll be heroes. Cool, cool, cool. So I was thinking we could add reinforcements to her hands, because, like metal, they've nailed metal into her arms, so that they're stronger, so that she can kind of drag and get close and so on. They would obviously be the point of contact with heroes. Yeah, so I have the wizard, I have the fire like warrior, I have the tortured soul, I have the giant, and now I have the octopus. So that's all the 5 villains. That's perfect. So tomorrow is heroes. And like I said, I want to have the heroes. I want to have you guys all to participate in. So back to rolling the dice and suggested topics. and it can be anything really. I'll try to merge it into the challenge. It would be cool. It would be fun to like attempt to work your username into it as well. Somehow. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna be experimenting. Maybe she should have two heads, like physical. As her body is being the one in punishment. Maybe she's a Siamese twin. Ooh. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. The ring. Maybe she could even have two sets of legs then. Ooh, that's pretty funky. But asymmetrical, right? So not one on each side, but one leg maybe atrophied. No, let's have two legs. That would be cool, but obviously not symmetrical, so it's all screwed up. Hey, good morning, Tormod. Mila. Passenger, I don't know. I don't think it's in phases. I just think it's timeline. Like you have to be finished by this date because then the next section of the challenge starts for 3D people and so on. That's as far as I understand it. But I don't know. I'm doing this because it's fun. I doubt that I will make it in time, but it's fun to do this challenge. It's fun to work in one theme towards one goal. At least I'll have some personal art, ideally at some point, maybe, where you know, I can show some work rather than having them under NDAs. The brief is Lost Civilization. You should need to make 5 heroes and 5 villains, and I think it's up for grabs. You know, like how you want to do it. These Lost Civilizations. So I'm going with like just Lost Civilization of these villains who've been captured, and the heroes um, that need to recapture them. Right? They're like escaped probably from some sort of prison. So that's fun. I like the idea of an open-ended topic like that. And apparently, there's also different categories of environment, props, I think, production art, concept art, illustration, modeling, production modeling, I think. That's why they want all the concepts to be done at a certain time so that the modelers can start modeling. I think the modelers, if I'm not mistaken, models the submissions from the concept art, I think. I don't know. Yeah, and by the way, tonight at 8 o'clock UK time, I will be doing an extra stream where I will be going through the challenge, and ideally Dennis will be there, but he said he didn't know if he would be able to make it, so we'll see. If you guys really want to have Dennis around when he's not, when he's able to, we will reschedule it, but it's up to you guys on Discord what you want. I'm up for doing it tonight. If Dennis can't make it, we can do it another night, next Saturday. Oh, Dennis will be there. Cool. All right. So tonight at 8 UK time, we're going to have an extra stream where we will go through all the submissions to the challenge. Oh no, Dennis, that is not, that doesn't help me feel good. Need to give her some like tattered clothes. Like she hasn't been normal for ages. She's the one who's like the beast, maybe, that doesn't really care about appearance. She just want to like eat it all, take over it all, corrupt it all. And I was thinking her arms are very, very weird, and probably some sort of webbing in between them, just to first for the sake of adding a separate material, but I also want to show like it's maybe expanded skin to kind of make her a little bit more freakier, almost like a skin kite, in between arms and things like that. And I like the idea of this ball, but I want to have it somehow like in layers, so it can move separately and kind of breathe. So maybe just flesh-like scales, so that it's maybe harder parts and then the softer parts of the skin in between, just so you can have it like pulsate and distort and things when she does kind of try to invert and eat people or grab people. Right, so the tentacles are kind of there, like they're definitely not as expressive as I want them to be, and I would love to have some kind of cool twist to them. Like what would maybe faces, a bunch of faces, would that be interesting? Could be like babies, in that sense. Is it like ribs and stuff poking out, so it becomes half baby snake tentacles with body parts here and there, like hair, and I think that would be pretty fucked up. Let's make faces, and let's have ribs like cobras. I think that would be pretty weird. But she should be all pale. The things should be all black and like they've been swimming in oil. So we get that crazy contrast. So let's decrease the white, the black a bit, and then let's make her a bit whiter. And then the ring and the metal on her arms, obviously dark. Same as and dark also obviously the tentacles. So we get black and white contrast, kind of. So that would be cool. Kuru. Yeah, yeah. I told you the story about the official letter of concepts, right? Maybe I haven't, but I've a couple of times been gotten official letters from uh, like publishers that I'm not allowed to show certain concepts in public because it went too far, and they don't want to be associated with the crazy concepts. But that's the idea. You have to push ideas and see what comes out, and it's not my job to filter it, right? It's the art director, or it's the person in charge to kind of funnel the ideas, or Amy. Like I don't mind coming up with weird ass ideas, uh, you know, I shouldn't be too worried about it. It's the art director that should be worried about it. I'd have to deal with my crazy baby tentacles swimming in oil. So it was super fun, by the way, the weekend. I went to Sweden, like I said, met my brother. He had a massive marker collection of these, concept art markers where when you draw lines, that doesn't become edges on the marker, so you can kind of fade them into each other. And he had easily 50 of them in all different colors, and he had Sharpies, and it was awesome. We hung out, ate some delicious food, had a bunch of beer, talked shit. It's really fun. Good stuff. Atsuki, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. It's like she wanted to use the ring, but the ring just corrupted her and gave her these demon babies, and then she obviously lost her mind. But maybe it was because she was a Siamese twin. Maybe one of them lost a child, and she wanted the other one didn't, and that's why the ring didn't work, because it was a split. So that's why she's also black and white, in that sense of pale skin, dark tentacles. I think that would be cool. That's a cool idea. So thanks for that, Atsuki. That's cool. I like that idea. It was a good addition. Should have tattered clothes there, so we don't need to draw our butt. Should be a butt there. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. She looks freaky as hell. How much time do we have? 10 minutes. Should be like screaming. Constantly screaming. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's cool. Need more tentacles though. Needs to have like a better, more, just better movement. Would be cool if, yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta make her feel like she's helping herself forward, and not that the tentacles are not just like charging towards you, but actually she's using them as well. So they're multi-purpose, so it becomes more dimension. So she's grabbing a hold of the ground like a dragon, and we need another tentacle going like that as well, grabbing. So she's pulling herself forward. Yeah, that's better. That's true, Maction. That's true. Okay, let's experiment. Let's see what happens. Let's scale it up a bit and see at what point does the idea get lost. That's pretty cool. feels like there's way more tentacles in there. So let's go with that. It's a cool idea. Thanks, Max. Alright. Actually, let's just do that. And as a reminder, yet again, it's getting to that ridiculous resolution. It started with a A4, and now it's way beyond A4. Yeah, as a reminder, tonight, 8 o'clock, challenge walkthrough. We're gonna look at all your wonderful challenge submissions, do pin-overs, give critiques, me and Passenger, as this Passenger's baby, really. Let's try to make her feel like a bit sweaty and glossy. Kuru, yeah, that was the intentional idea where I angled it. If you later look back, I started it vertically, and I because I wanted the idea of kind of the broad direction, I angled it, and that has stuck through, which was good. I like the way this thing has gone. I like the idea that it was what was it, Atsuki. It's a good idea, and also Magshin. Good stuff. Teamwork. And I also drew a lot on paper today, over the weekend. I always draw on paper when I travel. I love it. I love sitting on airplanes and sketching with headphones on. Thanks, Passenger. So I'm thinking, need to add like, I don't know what I think I need to add. So her foot is like that, walking there. She has a foot over here on her tippy toes. Let's rotate or flip it. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. I think the ribs here though has gone too far, so I need to push them back. And another thing, by the way, all the you know, like hit the follow button, likes, whatever, subscribe, you know, because this is going to go on YouTube as well. Really helps me with my attempt of a goal where this can grow to something. So any help is truly appreciated to make this move towards the goal of making it more and more and more. Because it's a fun thing to do, and I love the community that has already been growing, and it would be so cool to see it grow even more. And to grow it even more means more people and more reach, and having statistics to show to people like that partners or that might be interested in partnering or anything like that, you know, helps. So if you don't mind, if you can There's a saying in Swedish, more or less, like all the small streams leads to a river. You could paraphrase it. I don't want to make her feel too crab-like with these layers, or like crustacean-y. But definitely want to make her feel pale, broken, and like some weird ass bubble. I think I made it feel like a little bit too much like a shell. I still want it to feel organic and painful. You know, I need to add veins, I need to add all these things. Maybe like breached skin, you know, like so she's bleeding. I think that would be pretty screwed up. You know, like that it pulsates and is alive in there. These demon tentacles. Would be cool with this, like a glow in there. When I do start to paint her, like a blue glow or something, as to contrast the skin tone, the dead skin tones. Just like it's an oven of doom. Maybe even teeth. Oh yeah, well, that would be cool. Make it feel like it's just one big massive mouth inside the ring, and teeth on the tentacles. Oh, that's pretty screwed up. I think that would be cool. Should really have maybe some smaller ones as well. Not just big ones, so that it feels like she really has a reach. Alright, so this is the last villain. I got my villains now. So tomorrow I'm gonna ask for themes or topics. I'm gonna try to squeeze them into a hero character. And also, if possible, try to get your nickname in there or your name in there. Somehow, I have no idea how to do it, but I'm gonna try. Thanks for the help with the suggestions, and thanks for hanging out with me this warm-up. I'm really looking forward to render this up a bit, push the concept a little bit more, see what comes out of it in the end. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining me, and see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone. By the way, here comes the outro.